Hey, say, bro. Hey, bro. Bro with the hat on back. Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you, huh? Hey, bro, look over here for a second. Let me ask you a question. Yeah, come talk to me for a second. I ain't gonna hold you long, bro. We out here to talk to our people. Let me ask you, what nation did the Muslim religion come from?
We come from Kemet.
From Kemet, right?
Yeah.
What nation of people is that?
That's Southern Africa.
That's Africa, right?
Right.
Alright, when you say Africa, it's a bunch of nations in Africa. The Egyptians.
The Southern Cataract is where the Mediterranean got crossed over.
Okay, so them Egyptians, Ethiopians.
The Egyptians didn't start off with black people.
So the black people started from the beginning of the time, would you agree?
Depends you, right.
No, I'm talking about from God. Give me Genesis 2:7. Watch this. Hold on, you moving kind of fast, you all over the place. I know I want to show you something though. Just deal with me, boss. Yeah, I know. Because I want to have a conversation with you. You know, all right, watch this. Let me show you that the black man. You said the black man started in Egypt.
No. You put words.
You said the black man started where?
In Africa. There weren't no Egyptians. It wasn't until the Greeks came over and made the Mediterranean. Came across the Mediterranean.
Okay, watch this. Okay, let me ask you something.
Season our people.
Hold on, watch this. You believe anything about the Bible?
I don't believe in the New Testament.
You don't believe? So you all right? It's the Old Testament. Watch this then. Read it. Genesis 2:7.
Genesis chapter 2 and verse 7. And the Lord God formed man of the dust of the ground.
So God had formed the man from the dust of the ground. Right. So when you dig in the ground, what color is the dust? It's burnt. So the first man on earth was a black man according to the Bible.
Right.
This is the Old Testament. Now watch this. This is what I'm going to show you. I want you to just listen to me for a second, all right? Now this right here. Come over a little bit. Let me show you something. Look at this right here. You see this sign right here? This happened to us in history, right? Now let me ask you a question. Was this documented to happen to a particular people in the Old Testaments of the Bible?
No, man. They say 400 years and all this stuff will happen to us.
Okay, watch this.
Wait. You talking.
I'm listening.
You call for my attention.
I'm listening, bro.
So don't it say in the Old Testament that the seeds of Abraham will be afflicted in 400 years, bro?
In Egypt.
Yeah, trust me, I know about the
Okay, in Egypt, but I ain't talking about the captivity in Egypt. I'm talking about, look at this captivity right here. Just look over here.
I'm talking about black people in general.
Yes, but that was in Egypt.
Right.
That was in Egypt, but this right here, this captivity here in America. Okay. Look at this, see the sign? We was auctioning on cargo slave blocks. All this happened to us. All right, put that sign, give me the sign with slave ships. Watch this, look at this sign, put this over here. You see that happened to us during slavery. Right. We talk about America, our history here in America now.
Manifest destiny.
All right, watch this.
All right.
You see this Africa you was talking about. How did we get on this side of the world? How did this?
Because some niggas came across the Mediterranean Sea.
I'm saying, how did we get over here though? Huh?
Through the Caucasian.
Through the Caucasian race. What form of transportation though?
On the boat.
On the boat. Now watch this. Deuteronomy 28 and 1. No, Deuteronomy 1 and 1. I'm gonna show you that all the history me and you just pointed out on this side was documented to happen to a certain people.
I know.
Now let me ask you this. Was our foreparents in slavery in America? That's true fact, right? Consider that. Watch this. I want you to listen to me, all right? Watch this.
Deuteronomy chapter 1 and verse 1. These be the words which Moses spake unto all Israel.
So this is the Old Testament. These are the words that Moses spoke into the Israelites. Deuteronomy 28. Watch this. I'm going to show you that the Bible is a prophetic book. And it's talking about God's chosen people and their condition today and how they get over here to this side of the world. Watch this.
I study Yahweh, my name.
All right. No, give me verse 45. Yeah, give me verse 16. Yeah, verse 16.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
So remember the first, you was talking about the 400 years in Egypt. When they was in Egypt then, they was what? Slaves, right? They were slaves. So the Bible said, Moses told the Israelites that God shall bring y'all into Egypt again. How y'all gonna get into slavery again with what?
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
Slavery again.
With ships.
He said this time y'all was gonna go into slavery on cargo slave ships. That's our history, right? Now you said, I said, how do we get over here? You said the Caucasian race. Give me Joel 3. I'm gonna show you what you saying is right for as the Caucasian, where we the size of Africa we coming from. But what I'm trying to show you is that we are God's chosen people, the biblical Israelites. That's what I'm trying to show our people. That's what I'm trying to watch this. I'm gonna show you what I'm proving you now. Everything you stated, how the white man brought us over here, sold us on slave ships. That was a Bible prophecy that happened to us.
Right, bro. I grew up around Israelites, dog.
Okay, what? Okay, all right. So you know that's true, right?
My name is Ezra. It's in the Bible.
So why did God allow that to happen to us, though?
Because we went against the grain too many times. You gotta learn how.
Meaning we went into the midst of ground. When you say that, you meaning we what? We didn't obey him, right?
Why you think Moses came back from outside now and broke the 10 commandments, bro?
Because they was what? Going against the grain, right? They weren't keeping the commandments that God said he was going to curse us, right?
Am I lying?
No, you're not lying.
Right,
no, you're not lying. But what I'm trying to show you is that we all, God chose the people, the Israelites.
Right.
Based on the curses of the book of Deuteronomy 28th chapter. Now, give me that we will serve wood and stone. Now, how do we get into all these different religions, though?
Because for one, we should have been worshiping school when we came back.
You're right. I can agree. I can agree with you. Okay, I can agree. So today, in today's time, how do we get into Christianity? How do we get into Baptist, Muslim, Catholic?
It's a Bible Belt, man.
Huh?
We live in the Bible Belt. We can speak from down here. We live in the Bible Belt.
Yeah, so how do we, because at one point...
Too much gentrification.
Okay, you're right. So we can agree, at one point in time, we wasn't into all these religions.
Exactly.
We wasn't all so now in the end time, you can see the religions is really not helping our communities.
Right.
It's not helping our communities. No matter if they say I'm a Baptist, I'm a Muslim, I'm a Catholic, I'm a Methodist, no matter what they say we label ourselves now, it's still not giving us a solution to our problem. After the whole, since we've been over here since 16, since we got over in the 1600s, right? Well, since our foreparents over here. And they was giving us religion, the so-called Caucasian race, right? They was giving us this religion, that religion, this religion, to the point today, we willfully grab a hold of these religions and label ourselves as such and such this, such and such that. But when we trying to show our people, we must come out of those religions. Because it was a Bible prophecy that we'll be doing because you say you're a Muslim, right? The Muslims, they got to do, you did the Hajj before? You went to Mecca?
I ain't went to Mecca, I just finished Ramadan, though.
Okay, but in the Muslim, you gotta go to Mecca, walk around the stones.
That's what Malcolm went.
Okay, I know it. So, but a lot of Muslims here in America or anywhere on this side of the continent never went over there. So is they really keeping the Muslim with the faith or whatever, or the Muslim traditions?
Trust me, I tell you this here.
I'm listening.
I'm a monotheist. Meaning fact, I was raised by black Israelites.
Okay, you was raised by Israelites. So do you know that you're Israelite?
My father was a Muslim. You know what I'm saying? So they're different sets. My name is Ezra, fresh out of the Bible. I don't eat pork because of Leviticus.
Oh, all praise. So basically you saying you know you're a Muslim and you know it's law, statutes, and commandments that we as a nation supposed to be keeping. Like the dietary law you just spoke of, right? Right? So what about our people that's not keeping the other commandments though? Because you remember you said this stuff happened to us because we went against the grain. But was the dietary law for us, the pork law, the only law given to us? No. So what about the other laws then? When you say they, did you say us as a unit, right? Okay, you're right. I'm going to agree with that. Now I'm going to ask you this. I'm going to ask you this too, boss. The laws that the Israelites went against the grain, you were saying, did God give those laws to everybody, to all nations? He gave it to his people, which are who? I'm saying, what did God call them though? Give me, would you agree? You know about the Israelites? So give me Isaiah 44:1. I'm gonna just read the Bible just based on what y'all saying, just to confirm what you're saying is right, okay? Watch this, read it.
Isaiah chapter 44 and verse 1. Yet now hear, O Jacob, my servant, and Israel, whom I have chosen.
So you just said that God chose Israel, right?
Right.
Deuteronomy 4:44. Now you said God gave the laws to the Israelites only. Would you agree, bro? The law, statute, commandments in the Bible was only given to God's chosen people. Or you not for sure, or you?
No, I know.
You know, okay, we gonna confirm it out the Bible. All right, watch this.
Deuteronomy chapter 4 and verse 44. And this is the law which Moses set before the children of Israel.
You was just talking about the laws. These are laws that Moses set before the children of Israel. Now, we just both agreed us going into slavery on slave ships. That was one of the curses for going against the Bible. Us getting sold in plantation fields, sold in Virginia, sold here in Alabama. The slave ship that docked down here, what is called the Catilda, Africa Town. All this is ancient history of slavery, right? Wouldn't you agree? Showing that we are God's chosen people, and we went in these conditions because we went against God. We went against the grain. We broke God's laws. Now you just stated the law, the dietary law, the what? So you don't eat shrimp or pork. Did you know that was a law? We can't eat pork and shrimp. You knew that. So you knew that, right? You knew the law, right? But do you eat pork, shrimp, crab, lobster? You eat shrimp. You don't eat shrimp. But you know, us eating those laws, eating those defiled foods God gave, it put curses on us as a nation of people. Deuteronomy 28:15. Watch this. What I'm trying to show you is, bro, that we are God's chosen people, what you say you know, and we must come back to God's commandments. Right. We must come out of religions because religions haven't helped us out. Because our people have been going to religions for centuries, for decades, and we still killing each other at an enormous rate in our neighborhoods. We still on drugs at a high rate. We still hiding STDs and diseases. You know what I'm saying? We still feel the county jails. We still feel the prison yards. It's still going on with us. So these religions that we in is not giving us a solution to the problem. So we trying to show our people the solution to the problem is us coming back to the Torah, as you stated, or coming back to God's commandments according to the Bible as the chosen people, the Israelites. We can't say we're going to go back to God as an African American because he don't hear us then. Because we not identifying who we are. What I say get? Deuteronomy 28:15, they give me 1 Kings 8:4-6.
What's this? Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 15.
This is what God said to his chosen.
But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe, to do all his commandments and his statutes.
He said observe and to do all his commandments. Not just one or two. He said all his commandments and his statutes,
which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
So he said to the Israelites, if y'all don't keep God's commandments, and we don't keep God's commandments, because this was Moses, he was included also. He said curses was going to come over us and overtake us, meaning jump us or slow you down. Then he said pursue you, meaning no matter where you go, the curses are there. If you right here, we in Mobile County, right? Just say you cross the state line going towards Mississippi and you go into Moss Point. Guess what you're going to see? Another neighborhood. You're going to see brothers that's standing out there hustling. Murders the day before that, the week before that. No marriages in the communities. That's what's going on in Moss Point. That's what's going on in Mobile. Now just say you go back towards Florida. You go into the neighborhoods. Who in the neighborhoods? We are, right? We killing one another. No marriages. The kids are going crazy. The sons are in and out of DJJ or the detention center. So this going on everywhere we go. Because God said the curses will pursue us. Why? If we don't keep all his commandments, right? Give me Leviticus 21:5. Let me show you a commandment. Show you another commandment that we must keep as a nation of people. And no, give me 1 Kings 8:4-6 first. 1 Kings 8:4-6. Just say we African American. Is God hearing us? And we say, okay, God, I'm an African American. I'm coming to you. Is he dealing with us in that manner? Where do we get African American names from? Them, right? We got it from them. So when we just say we go back to our Creator, we go back to the one true God, we got to go to him under the name he know us by, right? Or the people he know us to be chosen by, right? Watch this. I'm going to show you that what the Bible says. Read this.
This is the book of 1 Kings, chapter 8 and verse 46. If they sin against thee, for there is no man that sinneth not.
So the Most High God said we all been sinning before him. Meaning sin is the breaking of his commandments. We all have been breaking God's commandments at one point in time. Now we're trying to break that sin up off us and get our royalty back. King Solomon, King David. But the only way we can do that, we got to come back to who God wants us to be, right? Watch this. Can you read it from the top again?
Yes, sir. If they sin against thee, for there is no man that sinneth not, and thou be angry with them.
So God said when we sin against him, he angry with us. That's what the one true God said. Read, watch this. Hold on, boss.
And deliver them to the enemy,
watch this.
So that they carried them away captives unto the land of their enemies.
He said he angry with us and he got us carried away captives. That's how we got over here by the Caucasian race on slave ships, right? Read.
Far or near, yet if they shall bethink themselves.
He said, yet I need them to bethink themselves.
Right.
Okay.
You know what dialectical materialism is, right?
No, I don't. What you mean?
Dialectical materialism is having the same conversation between I'm not knocking. I love everything you say.
Okay.
But we need to hear, you got the mic. But
okay, I'm listening. I was going to ask you a question based on what you say. I'm listening, though.
It's just like talking about the sky. It's blue. You agree. It's wide. I agree.
Okay.
We can meet in the middle.
Okay.
That's all I'm saying. I respect everything you do.
But what I'm saying is, how do we get out these conditions, though? Because just say, meaning what? Meaning what? But what we got to do, though?
It's a lot. It's a lot. Ain't no one.
Sum it up for me.
Ain't no one.
According to God, what did he say we got to do?
Unto others as you want to you.
Give me give me that what you got? Yeah, that's it.
This is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 12 and verse 13. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter.
What do we have to do? Let's hear the conclusion of the whole matter.
Fear God and keep his commandments.
So what God said we need to do?
Keep the same word that he did.
What did he just say though? Keep his commandments.
Right.
So what's the way out of these conditions that we in as a nation of people is to do what? Keep God's commandments as who though?
Right.
His chosen people, right? So that's the solution to our problem. We got to understand that we are the biblical Israelites.
Right.
We on the bottom. We in poverty. We in these neighborhoods at the bottom for one reason and one reason only. We don't listen to the one true God. Right. We rather go follow feel-good stories, different religions, because it make us feel good. Some people go into religions because they can do what they want in them. Because you think of something, well, my God say this and my God say that. So everybody have, because we can give me that Romans 12, we have a zeal in order according to knowledge. It's a Romans 10. So a lot of our people, we can say we have some type of religion zeal. Because if you ask, I'm a Muslim, I'm a Christian, I'm a Baptist. Because what I'm trying to show our people, bro, watch this, because you like you got a zeal on whatever you saying.
I ain't a zealot, but you got one more verse before I walk.
All right, that's a bet. Read this. I ain't trying to hold you, boss. I'm just trying to, what I'm trying to show our people that we must come back to God's commandments. Right. You know you're Israelite. Today you have been marked as an Israelite because you agreed, you knew that we can't eat certain foods. Right. We can't eat certain foods. There's certain things we got to do, like the Sabbath, like the new moons. Because remember we said it's more than just the dietary law. It's more laws that God given to the Israelites that we don't keep. But we keep Christmas. We keep Thanksgiving. I said we. We keep Christmas. We keep Thanksgiving. We keep what else? 4th of July, birthdays.
Well, you know that ain't me.
We keep those. Don't we keep those as a nation of people? Yeah. But what about God's laws? Right. That's what we haven't tried as a nation of people. We haven't tried God's laws, but we all have some type of zeal. Watch this. Read this.
This is the book of Romans, chapter 10 and verse 1. Brethren, my heart's desire and prayer to God for Israel. Who? For Israel is that they might be saved. For I bear them record that they have a zeal of God.
So the prophet, he said, I bear the record that they do have some type of zeal of God. Read.
But not according to knowledge.
He said, but their zeal is not according to God's knowledge. Right. What is a zeal? I'm asking you now. Like zealous. That's like a hunger for it or a craving for it. So he said we have some type of zeal of God, but not according to knowledge. Watch this. Read this.
Verse 2. For I bear them record that they have a zeal of God, but not according to knowledge. For they being ignorant of God's righteousness.
He said we being ignorant of God's righteousness, the one true creator of righteousness. Read.
And going about to establish their own righteousness.
We go about to establish our own righteousness. What feel good to me? What religion I can relate to? Or what religion I can do what I want to do? Right. To the point we don't do what, Reed?
Not submitted themselves unto the righteousness of God.
To the point we don't submit to the one true creator. Right. We don't listen to the one true God. Right. We don't come to God and let him know, look, we got to drop these religions because they're not doing nothing from us. Right. They keep us divided. Right. Some people say they're in the Baptist church, same people who forefathers got off the cargo slave ship. Some people say they're in the Methodist church, the same people that come off the slave ships. Some people say they Muslim. These the same exact people though, the same race of people. Right. So these religions are dividing us, right? So how do we come back together as a nation of people? What you say? What will fix our communities? Everybody serving one true God. The God of who though? Any God? The God of who?
The God of Israel.
The God of Israel. I can agree with you, brother. That's the only one thing that's going to fix our communities.
Shalom, Israel. This is Bishop Nathaniel. I want you to know that you can view all our Sabbath classes live on IUIC TV. That's right, I said on IUIC TV. Download the app today. Shalom.
We used to scream black power while Heron was pushed. But at the end of the day, nothing's in vain. IUIC has been given a vision. The tents of Judah has risen. Many has attempted the mission, minor murmuring, omitting, and missing the mark. Just reading that he had the flame of fire in his eyes gave us the spark. We on Paul's mission. We out on the road, purple and gold, from Mexico, Cuba, Haiti, Ghana, Sierra Leone. 144,000 boots banging, concrete crackling. These are our men repented at heart. The scriptures is proof. IUIC, we deliver the truth.